The important thing for me as a test driver was that the car was well represented in the game and felt and behaved just exactly like the 720S.
In mid-2016, Slightly Mad Studios began the process of recreating the McLaren 720S in-game for Project Cars 2. With the development cycle of the real-world 720S complete, it was time to gauge the performance of the Project Cars 2 version.
First test, I wasn't so impressed. I was impressed with everything but the feel and the performance and the handling of my car in this virtual world. Talking to those guys, they use a different language. They're looking at the same things, but they interpret them differently. Probably more objectively than subjectively in a lot of ways than we do in road golf. We operate in parallel worlds. A month later I drove a game, and actually there was massive progress on some of the other McLaren products in the game. So there's an F1, there's a 650 GT3 car, everything basically that McLaren has. For instance, the GT3 car around Brands Hatch felt exactly the same. So it gave me loads of confidence that we could get there.
But the complexities of the 720S are staggering, so it was time to bring the key figures to London for one final test.
Our systems have traditionally worked around typical cars with, passive springs and dampers. The McLaren system is completely active and it's adapting every 5 milliseconds, I believe it is. So finding a way to adapt our systems to mimic what they are doing in the real car has been an interesting challenge.
It helps tremendously for us to, from time to time to work face-to-face and directly with drivers or engineers to help calibrate our language so that we talk the same way and know what we mean.
Final test came and we threw everything at it. We had guys flying in from America, from the gaming company. We had the vehicle dynamics expert from McLaren Automotive. We had Pirelli test engineers, people that I work with developing this car in reality, all around the same piece of equipment, all around the same software, all around the same calibrations, and it was fantastic. I hadn't realised really how much depth they go into the physics of the car models. The car in the game has the same challenges, the same feel, the same balance, the same feel of performance, and it fits exactly in the product lineup that McLaren is represented in the game. I've gone from being quite sceptical, quite uncomfortable, to being extremely impressed with how accurately you can represent something that's taken years of development on test tracks around the world, and we've now created that in a game. The 720S in Project Cars 2 is as close as you can get to driving the real thing. I'm Chris Goodwin, McLaren Chief Test Driver.
I bought a Ferrari the other day, and I mean, I'm loving it.
When am I driving that?
Hey guys! Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, we are here with Bandai Namco. I am here with some awesome guests right now. My name is Cyrus Wesson, CWest93. You can find me on Twitter. We've got an amazing guest from Orange County, Nukem Dukem. Say hi to the fans.
Hi everyone, it's glad to be here. Thank you for bringing me out to show off this new game that I get to check out.
So excited, so excited for Nukem Dukem to be here. When he got here, we had him draw the Project Cars logo that you can see right behind me. I'm kidding, that was the interns, and they did an awesome job. And to the right of Nukem Dukem, we have Raymond So, the brand manager for Project Cars. Give it up.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Really excited for Raymond to be here because he is just a knowledge base of Project Cars, everything. So, what you guys just saw was the Rallycross trailer for Project Cars, which we're really excited to say that everything is in Project Cars. We've got tons of different classes for you to drive. And then right after that, we saw the Built by Drivers McLaren video. Built by Drivers is, Raymond, do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, so Built by Drivers is kind of a mini web documentary series that we've been pushing out over the last couple of weeks. And it really highlights some of the many professional drivers and talent that have gone in and helped make this game as realistic as possible. So Chris Goodwin, he's a chief driving expert at McLaren. He basically test drives every single McLaren car that's in development, and also make sure that the car drives according to their specifications. So when you're playing later on the McLaren build, the car should handle as close to the real thing as possible. And
that is awesome. So he came in and fine-tuned how the car plays. And this is the 720S, right?
720S is brand new. It just went on sale a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I just bought it. I bought it.
Oh, then you gotta.
Yeah, I just bought it. I got that. Yeah, if you guys want to test drive it later, we can do that.
Or you can just get the game and test it that way.
Oh, maybe we should just do that. Maybe we should just do that.
Rallycross, the trailer you saw earlier, Rallycross is just one of the many new racing disciplines that we're showing off for this iteration of Project Cars.
Nice.
So we're definitely expanded the number of cars, tracks, modes of racing. There's a bit of something for everyone,
That's so cool.
Really cool.
I heard that I can really jump into this game anytime, anywhere, with any car that I want to drive.
Yeah. One of the new innovations, is Live Track 3.0. It's basically our newest tech that allows the game to really, not only are we, doing the car physics, but the environment around itself is living and breathing. So you can see like dynamic day and night. There's seasonality effects. So all that plays into your game, and it changes it every race is different. Obviously, you can turn that off if you want, but we really want to show that this is truly next generation stuff, and you can theoretically choose a Ferrari and put it in an ice track. Normally, you wouldn't do that, but the engine is so accurate that
I would, because I'm a daredevil. But
yeah, it should simulate how it would drive in real life.
So when the weather changes, you will have to change your driving style while the game is going on?
Yeah.
And this is dynamic, so you will see a puddle in the first lap of your track, and then the puddle might have dragged over across the track after you've driven it for the next lap.
Yeah, so there's the tracks will deform over time. So like if you go over a chicane, you'll start to you won't notice it when you're actually racing it.
Yeah.
But you'll visually if you have the time to replay everything, you'll see the tracks will start to deform. Pieces of the gravel will start to move around. In races where there's wet tracks and rain, you'll see that the puddles will form, and then there's a dynamic drying line that you go, and it affects your racing, your race every time. So it just changes up, So every lap, that goes through, it's going to be a different experience.
That's amazing stuff. You know what else is amazing is that we've got some awesome giveaways for you guys that just tuned in to Bandai Namco Project Cars 2 live stream. I'd like to show them off. We've got our great partners Logitech, who gave us the G433 helmet. for you, or headphones. Sorry about that. For you guys to
There's a new
game
helmet.
because I need a helmet when I'm in the McLaren. For you guys to game with on any game that you want, but we want you to do it on Project Cars. And with that, we've also got a Project Cars 2 swag pack that I'm gonna throw in for you guys. It'll have this hat that Raymond and I are both wearing. Nukem Dukem didn't want to wear it because his hair is perfect.
Yeah.
And I can't get my hair like that, so I'm obviously gonna have the hat on.
Exactly.
But we'll also throw in the Project Cars 2 shirt that you can wear to any concert, any event that you want to go to, or if you just want to go to school and rock it and be really cool and swagged out.
That exact shirt that you're wearing right now.
Yeah,
so
this
pre-worn
exact
by
one.
you.
This exact one I'm going to give to you guys.
Sweated
Because
in his McLaren.
that's what I want you guys to. I want to give myself to you. But anyways, why don't we jump into some gameplay?
Yeah, let's do it.
So since you guys just saw the McLaren built by drivers video, I think that we should start off with the McLaren. How about we do that?
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
So you're gonna be since you just got one,
Yeah.
you can let me know if it drives.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm going to. It's honestly amazing.
Wow,
It's honestly
I gotta
amazing.
start working here.
Yeah, you do.
this-
Nigga, whenever you want to, like, that is perfect, you know? So
well,
if you want to come
intern
over,
right there. Yeah.
if you want to come over and learn from the interns,
Yeah.
we've got jobs for you.
So
We've
I'll
got
be an
jobs for
intern
you.
for the interns.
So once again, Project Cars 2 will be multi-platform, available September 22nd for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
So in this particular race, we're going to drop you into the 720S. It's a road circuit race, so that means you're going to be driving. This one is at Scotland. I'm not going to butcher the name of it, but it starts with a B, road circuit.
BRC.
So yeah, we're going to drop
BRC.
you into a nice little village, and kind of get you a nice handle of some of the the nice visuals, the town. Everything is looks amazing. Like if you and then
That car is beautiful. That car looks exactly like the one I have parked in the parking lot.
That color too?
Yeah, that color.
let's see how you do.
So Raymond, while I'm driving, tell me a couple tips on how I can become the best driver that I can be.
Definitely not doing that.
Not like that. Not like that, huh?
So the game rewards you for just careful driving, obviously.
Yeah.
So you want to the more practice you do, the better you do, obviously. So go slow. I would always say slow and steady. Since this is, how many times have you played this?
Oh,
track?
this is my first time.
Okay.
But I'm doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well.
16th is first place, right?
I'm really worried for
That's-
McLaren.
So when I'm taking these turns, how slow should I be taking it?
Well, you basically would drive as you normally would at the track. So it's not one of those games where you should just go full throttle. So
Yeah.
just control, because this game is essentially a simulation game, so it should drive close to the real thing.
Okay.
And in the
It
case
definitely
of,
feels like my.
in the case of the 720S, which is a very light, nimble, and yet at the same time very fast car, you'll notice that the racing dynamics of this car, is very sharp, and it's very lightweight. So you'll see swift acceleration. The handling and turns go pretty sharp, and with the gamepad that you're playing right now. So we've heard a lot of feedback from the community the first time around, and we've made strides in trying to revamp the controller so that it plays very well and more closely to for more fun.
Yeah.
And so you'll notice that it's actually handles pretty well, right?
It really does. It really does. It's pretty incredible how tuned the controls are.
So you said professional drivers would actually practice simulation like on this game before they actually get on the track.
Yeah, so we have professional drivers, in this case, we have Tommy Milner, we got Von Gittin Jr. So each of these professional drivers have lent their talent into consulting and improving the game's physics and handling. So these people also use this game to practice before they go out on the actual track. This way they can visualize and memorize, the course, and basically try to improve their time, and it's pretty accurate. And we're not just saying these guys are just marketing figureheads. These people actually provide input and tell us if we're off or not, and the developers have basically taken all the feedback and trying to make sure that this game is fine-tuned and as realistic as can be.
So could I actually become a professional racer if
You
I
could.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right.
That's what I'm planning on doing. Right when I get into 14th place, I'm gonna put in my racing license.
Exactly.
So talk to me a little bit more about the Live Track 3.0. I can see that the sun is going down right now on this map.
Yeah, so Live Track 3.0 basically, it simulates not just the car but the environment around it. So, the tire physics models are realistic because we've had Pirelli engineers, provide, tire physics models and data to make sure that they accurately reflect real-world physics. And so, there you go.
That was because I wanted to show you guys
Okay.
how realistic it was.
And then so basically, everything is the environment's being simulated. So you'll see that as we go into sunset, you notice the fog early in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's gone now. But then as the race progresses, we definitely sped up the dynamic day-night cycle so that you can see kind of the difference in the change of the scenery.
I'm really lucky that it's not raining
But
right now.
when you're not racing, you just kind of look at the visuals. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, that's what I've been doing. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So if we totally wreck the car and pieces fall out, how accurate is the actual inside of the car? Could you actually break apart the car? It's okay, this is weird.
Not
this
necessarily. I don't know if the manufacturers would be happy with that, but we tried to.
So you didn't dissect a car every time you put it in the game?
No, but the studio has gone to lengths just to making sure that it looks accurate one-to-one. So the attention to detail in the interior, the tracks have been laser scanned so that to one-to-one accuracy. So they've spent a lot of time making sure that the finer visual details are in there, not just the physics handling, but just visually making sure that it looks amazing.
Awesome.
This is amazing. This is truly incredible. And talk to me a little bit about the Built by Drivers series. How many videos are out right now that they can check out?
Yeah, so this is the third one that just came out this week. So basically the first one was the McLaren video that you guys all saw early on if you were on the live stream earlier. The second one focused on Patrick Long, who's a Porsche factory driver. So Porsche is officially in the game.
Sweet.
Wow. Props to Porsche, hashtag Porsche.
And then the third one we just released this week is Tommy Milner, who's a Corvette racing driver, a Le Mans driver. And that, basically that Tommy Milner is a sim racer that turned into a professional racing driver, race car pilot. So.
That's what Dukem is going to do right after this.
Right.
He's going to just play Sims to Pro.
I was always thinking a backup career plan, so start the drifting career and racing career.
Awesome, and I think that we are going to show the Tommy Milner video later on, so you guys will be able to see that if you haven't seen it yet. And be sure to stay tuned to all of our social channels because we'll be showing you guys all the different videos, all the different Built by Drivers videos that you can see. See, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you finished.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah. You seem to do better in first person, which is fun,
Well,
great because it's actually
why.
real
That's
world,
why.
right?
Yeah, I wanted to show
I
them.
can never do the third person outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, really?
That's the only way I
Really?
can
Yeah.
drive.
Nukem, do you want to try a round?
Sure, I'll try.
Let's do it.
It's my
Let's do
first
it.
time trying this. We'll see how I do.
All right, and one more time, guys, we'll be giving away this Logitech headset. Dimitri over there will be spamming that Gleam link for you guys to enter multiple times so that you can win this awesome Logitech headset. Nukem, why don't you show it
I'll
off
hold it.
real quick to the
I'll hold it.
to the fans, real quick to the fans. This awesome Logitech headset for you guys, as well as these Project Cars hats. So while you're playing, I'm gonna take a couple questions.
Sure.
And Raymond, could you be the one to answer these? Are we gonna get fictional racing tracks on other planets?
Other planets?
Yeah.
Other than Earth? No.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Now I'm
so
disappointed.
I wasn't sure.
But there will be over 60 tracks and real world tracks that
Awesome.
Yeah.
Over 60 tracks,
60
you said?
tracks. We have the
Wow.
largest track roster on any console racing game.
And how many cars are there?
Over 180.
Over
Wow.
180 cars for
And
you
more
to
to
choose
come.
from at any time, and more to come.
Thank you for the good luck in chat, guys.
Yeah.
I need it.
Hashtag Nukem Dukem. He needs that. He needs that good luck.
I do.
Will Project Cars 2 have Formula open wheel racing?
Yes, there will be.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome
We
stuff.
have some classics, open wheel classics, as well as some IndyCar actually
Nice.
that's in the game.
And we'll be able to see another one of those classes later on, right, when we check out one of the other modes, correct?
Open world racing isn't in this one, but it will be in the game.
Okay, cool. You're not doing too bad.
Yeah.
11th out of, oh man, you're gonna drive the McLaren that I've gotten the,
Yeah,
that
I'll
I've
hop in
got
your car
outside.
right after this.
Yeah, please.
The scenery looks amazing.
Yeah, see, the fog is starting to go away.
Yeah.
So this is definitely this is a morning race, and then it'll progress into the noon to early afternoon.
Hey Raymond,
Yes.
will there be cool classic Japanese cars?
There will be. So right now, if you go on the ProjectCarsGame.com website, we just revealed the full track roster as well as some of the cars. We haven't shown all of them.
Yeah.
We're saving some as surprises later. But if you pre-ordered the day one edition, or if you pre-ordered the digital edition of the game, you do get the Japanese cars pack, which comes with 4 additional Japanese import cars. So check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Would there be more cars being added after post-launch?
Yeah, we have. We just revealed the season pass a couple weeks ago. We haven't disclosed what the packs will be, but they'll be, pretty
Nice recovery.
content heavy. We got new tracks, a bunch of new cars coming out, and some new challenges.
Very cool.
And those will come. We'll share more information in the weeks to come.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. You're doing not bad, Nukem.
Yeah.
Are we hashtagging Nukem Dukem in the chat? I hope so.
I hope this is good enough to start a pro career.
Do you have a car? Do you drive? I'm just about that. What do you drive?
What kind of car do you drive?
It's called like Uber. Well, my car is like. See, I usually think for the future for myself, so I was thinking like, hey, I'm gonna get a family car, and then once a family comes along, then I'll get my own sedan. So right now I have a Honda CR-V.
Okay, me too. Awesome. Raymond, what car do you have?
I have the Toyota 86, or for those Subaru, a BRZ.
And that car is going to be in this game.
Yeah, I'm
correct?
excited. There's a couple different versions of it, and so as a Toyota guy, I'm definitely excited that I get to try my own.
Yeah, are you gonna? Is that all you're gonna drive?
No,
You're gonna drive.
I'm gonna drive all the nice ones.
So you ever take your car out for a spin on the tracks?
Yeah, I used to do track days. It's been a while though, but yeah, I used to do track days with buddies, do canyon runs, and so.
This scene is just gorgeous with the water over there.
I wanted to give a shout out to A Clumsy.
Hey.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not sure if you're talking to me or Nukem, but whoever you're talking to, we do drive like true Asians.
What does that mean?
It means don't worry about it. Any other questions?
Yeah, I've got a couple more. So one stufful Vry asked, what is the difference between the blue and green arrows?
Blue and green.
Guys.
So green means full throttle. Blue means you can let go of the gas and just let it coast.
Oh, really
so
cool.
it kind of teaches you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Well, if I knew that sooner, the gameplay
yeah.
might be better.
No, you're doing
Good
just fine.
question.
We're just trying to. The scenery is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to sit down and just enjoy the scenery.
Yeah.
You go cruise along the coastal highway, you just kind of want to watch the scenery while you drive.
Oh yeah, that's what I would do in this game.
Exactly. So this doesn't matter what place you're in.
Nukem, will you be pre-ordering this game? Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And I'm pretty sure you want me supported and give codes away
Yeah.
as well on my channel.
Yeah, so if you want a code, hashtag Nukem Dukem, and maybe we'll give him some codes. Maybe. Still to be determined.
See if I don't make it a professional driver, I guess I don't get the codes.
DigiGod Gamer asks what other modes are there? For this demo, what other modes are there?
We're showing, so for this particular demo, we're showing Rallycross, and then there's GT, a multi-class racing scene, but then the game itself, when it ships, will have IndyCar, we'll have ice racing, which is new to the series.
Wow. Ice racing?
Ice racing, yep.
So I can take a McLaren or a Ferrari out on the ice and try to make it to the finish line?
Yeah. You normally, I wouldn't advise of that to do it in real life, but this game, you can do that if you want.
I'm obviously going to do that in real
Go-karts,
life.
there's stock car. So go-karts, stock car, there's even a few trucks, so you go off-roading. So loose surface racing is new to the series, in addition to Rallycross, which I mentioned earlier. IndyCar. So yeah, there's like up to 9 racing disciplines that you can choose from. So there's a very broad variety of options you can try, and so there should be something for everyone to like.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. I can do anything that I want, even though I have the McLaren in the parking lot.
Right.
I can still race the McLaren on any type of track that I want to do.
Awesome,
That's really exciting stuff. Hey, high five. High five. So right now we're going to take a little break and show you guys the E3 trailer, as well as one more Built by Drivers series with, who is it, Raymond?
Tommy Milner.
Tommy Milner, and this is the Corvette Built by Drivers. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Sports car racing for me is it's been my home. It's what I grew up watching. It was a dream to go racing. I feel like that there's definitely a part of my driving that was developed in sim racing. The discipline needed to be good in racing. You can learn that and hone that skill in Project Cars 2.
That's amazing though, at the end there, like around the hairpin, the sun is peeking in, around. That makes you feel like you're there, for sure. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
One thing that's interesting about Slightly Mad Studios is that the founders of the company all started doing amateur racing game mods. And we'd make our own cars, we'd make our own tracks, we'd make our own interfaces, all this stuff was happening. It was a very exciting time. And there was this kid named Turbo Tom, as he was known in the forum.
Yeah, Turbo Tom, that came from early on when I was 11, 12 years old, and I thought, oh, this cool name, Turbo Tom.
Here's this young kid who we knew wasn't racing cars, but he was involved with the sim racing scene, and he would test our mods out, and he'd give some feedback, but in general, he was a fan of what we did.
I got hooked right away. Mod groups would sort of come around, and I volunteered oftentimes to help with them try to make the cars better.
Then we heard a few years later that Turbo Tom had started racing cars. So Tommy Milner himself has grown up and become a professional racing driver at the same time that we grew up and became professional video game developers.
An excellent win for the Corvette of Garcia, Milner and Barreto.
Having done sim racing for so long, blending what I learned into real life helped me prepare for racing with Corvette.
When you work on different types of racing games, you can see that there's different philosophies with different game studios. So for us, it's most important that the racing drivers are there from the get-go. And Tommy has had a big effect on the overall handling of the race cars in game.
Hearing quite a bit of subangle in the car, getting into the corner, so that's where some of that front grip feeling kind of comes from.
Having been a part of Project Cars 2, it's been a lot of fun for me and rewarding to see how far the sim has come. I'm having the most fun I've ever had driving sims because I'm driving it, criticizing every little detail, trying to figure out how do we make this perfect. I'm Tommy Milner, and I'm a two-time Le Mans champion.
And we are back.
Yeah.
All right, Bandai Namco coming at you live, Project Cars 2. Now, what you just saw was the E3 trailer that we showed a week before E3 just to get everybody's engines revving and get everybody excited for E3, which had all these different types of cars and classes that you could drive.
So yeah, so as I mentioned before the break, there's, in that video you saw kind of a multitude of different classes of vehicles you can drive on. So you had open wheel, which is IndyCar, some classics, prototypes, touring car, rallycross, obviously. So there's a bit of everything. Yeah,
there's really anything for everybody to drive. And what you saw after that was the, for that Tommy Milner Corvette Built by Drivers series video that we just put out a couple days ago.
Yep. So that's Corvette racing. So Tommy Milner has said earlier he's a sim racer that turned pro.
Yeah.
And basically
like
now he's
Nukem.
Yeah,
exactly.
Turned professional racing, and then now he's back helping to make sure the game, providing feedback and making sure that the distinction between digital and real life is, met to the exacting standards that Slightly Mad Studios, expectations.
That is so cool. Now Tommy Milner actually knew the Slightly Mad Studios guys beforehand as Turbo Tom, right? And then he was just playing these sim racing games and all of a sudden blew up as this go-kart driver or kart racer, and then
worked his way up to Le Mans. So
wow,
it's crazy.
Well, congrats to Tommy Milner. Hashtag Tommy Milner in the chat, and maybe he'll say hi.
Is there like a career mode where you
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a career mode that basically simulates how you would progress in the real world, like if you wanted to be an aspiring professional race car driver.
Oh, wow.
Nukem.
Okay.
That's for you.
I'm jumping straight career mode.
That's for you.
But the good thing is that we're not gonna put you into like a licensing test and start off a crappy car.
Right.
You get to jump in and start basically honing, choose your car that you want, and just have at it. Keep honing your skills.
Awesome.
Because we want you to be a successful race car driver.
Yeah, start off successful and then tear out all your best cars first.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So one more time, guys, we will be spamming out that Gleam link for the giveaway, which is the Logitech G433 headset for you guys to truly enjoy. And as well, we're going to throw in the Project Cars swag pack with this hat, as well as the shirt that I'm wearing right now. I'm going to take it off for you guys, put it in the mail, and send it to you.
So you're gonna
I'm kidding. You'll get a new one.
I was hoping you could take it off like at the end of the street.
Oh yeah, and just swing it around. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. But Dimitri will be throwing that Gleam link out there for you guys to enjoy. So one more time, why don't we jump into some gameplay? And Nukem, why don't you drive for us? Because right now you're killing it. You're killing it on the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm definitely
and they want to see you drive.
All right, which one are we doing? Ferrari.
So let's do a GT3 race. This is at the Autodromo in Portugal. So this particular course, you're going to see this nice day to night progression. Again, we sped it up for the purpose of this, this session. So you'll literally, by the time you end this race, you're going to be racing in the dark with the lights on.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
And this is a multi-class race, so that means you're not only racing against cars of similar class, but we've also thrown in other similar GT, Cup cars, including like the Renault Clio, the Toyota 86, which is the car I drive, which is awesome. So you'll see
that's so
it's
cool.
Awesome. So
do you ram into it just because you want to sometimes?
No, I drive like I would in real life.
Yeah. Okay. I don't do that.
So is it like just very slow and cautious?
Have at it.
So will there be a demo of this game where people can kind of try out to see the feel of the car?
Unfortunately not, but for upcoming events, we will be demoing this game at Comic-Con next week in San Diego.
Cool.
If you're at Comic-Con, come try out Project Cars 2.
Yeah, so, well, I was going to say...
I'm supposed to stay in my lane, huh?
But you know what? Have at it.
Yeah,
so
go
first place! I did it!
Go for it! Yeah!
Normally in the actual race, they would tell you to stay in position until the green. But, in this case, it's your first time. It's okay.
Should I just restart it and just show
No, keep going.
Okay.
They're going to catch up to you. Anyway.
Yeah, they're going to.
Let's see how well you do.
Be careful, man. They're going to be behind you and ram you into the side.
Yeah, so we're going to be at Comic-Con next week. We're actually be part of VRCon, so there is VR mode in this for the PC. So if you guys are at San Diego, stop by the Omni Hotel Wednesday through Sunday, and you guys can get a chance to play the game.
Awesome.
We also will be at SPOCOM in Anaheim next Saturday.
Okay.
Which is the same weekend as Comic-Con, so check it out if you're in Orange County.
Yeah, that's where I live. I should drop by.
Oh yeah, Nukem will be there.
Yeah.
Nukem will be there.
I'll send you a little invoice.
Hey Raymond, from I don't even know how to say this. Soups Hong Day. I heard if you pre-order now, you can get other car packs.
Yeah, so if you pre-order the game now, so whether it's the box version, which is the day one edition, you'll get the Japanese car pack on day one. And same thing with the digital. So if you pre-order the game now on PSN, Xbox, or Steam, you will get the Japanese car pack when the game ships. On top of that, if you get the season pass, which we just announced a few weeks ago, you'll also get a season pass exclusive bonus, which is the Motorsports Cars pack, which comes with 4 additional vehicles. So that is exclusive to the season pass. And with that, it's $30. You get 4 feature pack contents for the price of 3, and we'll be revealing the details of what each pack contains over the course of the next several weeks.
That is awesome. So stay tuned to our social channels at Bandai Namco, all across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and YouTube, and we will get you that information.
Yeah.
And pre-order now.
So looks like you're doing pretty well.
Nukem.
And notice, like the time of day, now we're shifting into the late afternoon. The sun's about to set.
The sun is beautiful.
Well, I wonder if the sun actually, it kind of affects your screen. You see that, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It impacts your race. So especially in first-person mode, it'll become a hindrance. It'll affect how you play.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. You just.
Oh wow.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh wow. There you go. There you go. But he's gonna catch up.
Yeah.
He's gonna catch up. Nukem, your fans are saying you're gonna catch up.
Oh, I think my fans are so so hopeful. I'm happy for them. Now, thanks for the pressure, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, you got this. You got this.
You know what? I could be first if they all pass me, and they'll try to lap me so they're actually behind me.
I don't think that's how that works.
For me, that's the only way I can get through.
I don't think that's how that works. Brake, 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 brake.
All right.
Stop paying attention to scenery. Focus on the road.
But the game is just so beautiful.
So it looks like we're approaching the evening.
Now, when it rains, Raymond, is the actual water going to affect your windshield?
Oh yeah, so everything is simulated as it would in real life. So even the down to the actual raindrop itself is accurate to how it would rainfall would occur. And so obviously the course would look slick, but then
will you slide?
You'll slide
as you're driving.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it affects obviously your game, how the car handles, and how well you do in actual racing.
Yeah.
Man, I have a camera crew on the side.
That is so cool. The interior is so incredibly designed. It's so detailed. Will drag racing be in the game?
Drag racing, no. But we do have stock car for those that are into muscle cars.
Okay. And Chint QM02, yes, you can purposefully destroy your car. We don't recommend it, but you can if you want to.
Are you able to tell us about the sound in this game, or how it was captured, or?
Yeah, so Project Cars, the game is known for producing really good sound, like especially the engine noise. It's very, that's one of the highlights that we've been getting from the first game around. So they've definitely made even more improvements to making sure that the audio is great. There's 5.1 positional audio, so you could actually, if you have headsets or a surround sound system, you can actually hear the different sound effects coming from different 360 degrees.
Wow.
So
wow, that's amazing.
Notice the little details.
That's amazing.
So you're gonna play this game like projected on the screen with your surround sound all over?
I wish yeah. I'm gonna have to get an even better setup.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to as well. And speaking of better setups, one more time, I want to show you guys the Gleam giveaway that we have going on for the G433 headset from Logitech G. Just go to our Gleam link and enter multiple times. It'll redirect you to this stream once you've entered, but go back and enter multiple times, and who knows, maybe you'll win this awesome Logitech headset as well as a Project Cars swag pack. I think that we should do one more race.
Yeah.
Maybe Rallycross.
Yeah, let's do Rallycross.
You were saying that you're good at Rallycross in real life, so I don't know if that transfers over, but we can try it.
Yeah, I know how this game preps you for the
for the real life.
I don't know real life to a game status will go.
Yeah, let's try it.
You drive an SUV, right? So you can go a little off road.
With no baby in the car.
Yeah, like baby on board, even though I don't have a baby.
Yeah, so that people stay away from you.
Yeah.
Stay away from Nukem while he's driving. All right, he is dangerous.
Yeah, and I put a sticker on the back that says 4x4. It's actually 2x4, but. Yeah.
Anime Games Online asks, what's the best car that you can drive in this game? I don't know. It really depends on your skill.
That's a tough question. I mean, that's like saying, what's what, Dimitri?
It really depends on what
your interest is, right? Like if you're into IndyCar, then you're gonna choose an open wheel race. I'd say personally, I love McLaren.
I'm just gonna do one restart.
Yeah, one restart. One restart.
One restart right there.
What's your favorite car to drive in this game?
I do like the NSX. The GT3 is really nice.
Okay,
yeah,
why?
It handles just the balance and the way it handles. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I've never driven the real thing, but if that's how it drives, then awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a
first place. I think the track should end now.
Nice. Tell us what your favorite car is in the chat, and maybe we'll put it in the game.
Yeah, will you have my Honda CR-V in this game?
No, unfortunately not. Well, the one you're driving is the brand new Honda Civic. So this is the actual Red Bull GRC edition. I think it's Civic Coupe, yeah. So
and if you cut those corners, will you be penalized?
So Rallycross is more of a European. It's a closed circuit series. It's different from Rally in the sense that yes, you're drifting, but there's rules to it. And you have to go through like a Joker lap, which is all the cars have to go through the same path. But then there's a Joker lap that that you have to go through. To be honest, I'm not well versed in
Yeah.
the rallycross rules.
Yeah, well, I
but
remember
it's point system.
I remember playing it, and I would hear. You've also got to keep in mind that the actual narrator guidance is talking to you while you're driving and telling you that there's somebody in the back of you, or telling you to catch up to the Joker or pass the Joker. So while you're playing, you're going to have somebody helping you, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's like your own personal coach.
Yeah.
Teaching you. Even though my coach is not, he's trying his best. He's not. He has a faulty driver.
Somebody asked if there's a Nukem level AI in this game. I don't think so.
That's a beginner edition. You know.
But Nukem's just trying to show you guys the track.
Yeah, I just want to show you the European style of drifting.
Exactly.
Well, we did, the settings. We tuned it towards more of the realistic side. So it's definitely a little bit more challenging. We did that on purpose.
Thanks.
To test your skills.
I appreciate it.
But you can turn all the nannies off. You can make it easier, so it's more forgiving. So just depending on your level of if you want to make it close to simulation or simulation, full-on simulation, you can do that from the get-go. Or if you want to dial it back and just have at it and just enjoy just racing as it is, then you can make it easier.
I never done this type of racing before, but this just the feel of the way it moves in the controller, it feels like the real thing if I were to try it, and I'm scared for my life to try it.
I could see you on the rallycross track.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it for sure. And Raymond, one more time, when does this game come out?
September 22nd is when the game comes out, and then we'll have a bunch of DLC content coming out shortly after.
On all platforms, right?
All platforms, so PS4, Xbox One, and PC on Steam.
Wow. So you go pre-order. We're going to be spamming out that pre-order link one more time. Go pre-order it now because you're going to get a bunch of exclusive car packs, and it'll be really exciting to see you guys on the road. Fast car approaching, Nukem.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
there
wow.
he is. There he is.
Wow. I think they just laughed at me.
Is there a Nukem Dukem car? There is not.
The DLC? Yeah, can we talk about DLC for
But-
the Nukem car?
But once Nukem is a professional race car driver after he plays this game for a year, yeah, we'll put one in.
Exactly.
Just for you.
Can I be an Easter egg somewhere in this game?
We can talk about it.
I didn't even
did
drive
well, you
into
did
that
well.
wall. The ending made me. Wait, do I still control at the end of the cutscene?
What?
Like,
What was that?
After the race is over?
Oh
am I still-
no! That was they just stopped you from there. So that's
Okay.
that crash was.
Okay,
that was not
me.
you.
That was not me. Okay.
That wasn't
happened.
you.
Okay.
That wasn't you.
It's like what?
So yeah, definitely go and pre-order this game. One more time, we'll be spamming out that Gleam link for some awesome prizes, and that Gleam link will end. The Gleam giveaway will end later tonight. So go to the Gleam link, enter as many times as you can because we want to get you guys this awesome headset. And one more time, the game comes out September 22nd, multi-platform. I wanted to say thank you to Nukem Dukem for coming up here and spending the day with us. And Raymond, thank you for coming
thank
up
you.
and expelling your knowledge
Yeah,
tab.
thanks. I mean, we'll have more information, more details about the game, in the coming weeks. The game comes out in September, so we still have more content to be released. So you'll hear more from us.
Cool. Stay tuned to our social channels and you'll get more information. All right, guys, we're gonna head out. Bye.
All right, thanks.
All right,
Bye.
Thank you.